So, but now I know most of you guys have probably already heard the news that 2 days ago, the rapper Quando Rondo got attacked out in LA, and it was his friend that got killed, not him. He walked away from it, and his friend, Lil Pab, I think is his name, unfortunately did not make it. And Quando Rondo was visibly distraught at the scene, but he posted about his friend on social media. But the messed up part about this, man, is that a lot of guys in Chicago, who I will not name because I don't want to, send anybody to their social media accounts, and you guys may already know the specific guys that I'm talking about, are mocking his death really, really disrespectfully. And Quando Rondo is the one that a lot of people have a problem with, but he's not the one that died. He's just the one that's upset about the other person's death. And this little Pab guy, I've never heard of him being involved in anything with anybody from Chicago personally. Now, as far as like, Quando Rondo's gang, the Crips, they're not into it really with anybody in Chicago. I mean, Chicago's not like a Crip blood city anyways. As far as like, the larger gang, the Crips, I'm talking about like just Crips in general, Rolling 60s Crips. But I've heard that, the Crips out in LA, and actually probably all over the country now, are into it like with each other, the various factions of the Crips. There's like this weird thing too that like the Hoover Crips are not like in California. They're not like even Crips anymore. They're just Hoovers. I don't know if that's true or not. Anyways, man, what's really sad is that a lot of these people disrespecting Quando Rondo are grown men and putting on a show for the youth, watching guys in their 30s, like mock a guy in his 20s, like in his early 20s, death. It's really sad, bro. It's like really, really just pathetically sad. And hopefully, guys will grow up, realize that they could be next. One of the guys who was speaking on this was Whack 100. Now, he was not one of the guys disrespecting Quando Rondo's friend, Lil Pab. He was pretty respectful from everything that I heard him say, but something that he had said was just a little bit erroneous that I just want to speak on real quick, because he was saying that he was going to move to London to kind of get away from all this and kind of like make it so that he would throw his ops off, because he'd be in London, and then when he would come back to LA or to California, like nobody would know that he was headed over there. He would just come anonymously, and he said it would take several weeks before people even figured out that he was back. But that's still making the same logical error that he was saying that, guys need to not make, which is that he's still assuming that it's not going to happen to him in London. London's a major metropolitan area with killers too. Whatever you want to call them, whoever they might be loyal to, that can happen to you anywhere. Like assuming that you're safe anywhere. Quando Rondo's not from LA, okay? But what's going on out there, even though it might not have anything directly to do with him, okay? Anybody that feels disrespected can be the one to do it. Like anybody. And even people that don't feel disrespected, people that just want to get to stand next to the guy who felt disrespected because he's got a bag or because he's famous or whatever, and this is going to get them some clout. Like, you got guys who'll do it for all type of reasons, like just weird reasons. Like they just want the notoriety. It could be anything. A guy could whack you because he doesn't like your music these days. I mean, these days you don't know what these guys are going to be on, man. Like with the drugs these kids are on and these young guys, man, like they'll kill you over some reasons that just like, I mean, you saw the guy that got killed over like cold French fries or something like that. Like you don't know what guys are going to whack you over. So to assume that you're safe in a major metropolitan area like London, again, is a mistake. The only way to be safe, I mean, there's really no way to be safe, but I mean, the best way to be the safest that you can possibly be is just to not have beef and not disrespect and, not laugh at anybody's death, because guys remember that. And people in Chicago now, they're making the same mistake. Okay, they're laughing at his friend's death. Okay, well, are they ever going to have to go out to, wherever Quando Rondo's people are going to be at? Sure, they're there all the time. So now, are they going to remember that they were just laughing at one of their homies' death? Yeah, guys make it dangerous for themselves for no reason. Like, no reason, just go on social media and say some stuff that's going to make it so that you got to watch how you move in that city now. Showing to the youth. The older generation is acting goofy and like reckless and disrespectful. So what the youth going to do? And then we wonder why they're dropping like flies out here. Brings unnecessary drama, man. I'm going to say rest in peace to little Pab. Everybody, when you say report, I'm out.